better. Alright guys, hello, welcome. How are you doing today? Leave me a comment about what's going on with you and your body if you have any requests. I'll just come into the light now. Okay, so in order to get more of a view here, I can't really see my screen, so I'll be sure to get up periodically, but welcome, welcome. I'm Scola. This is the Joy of Yoga, live from Miami. I was having some stomach issues like yesterday and stuff, and still not feeling like 100%, so this flow will be like kind of partly guided, more for like a low energy, like fixing digestive stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take my gut supplement right now. This is like pure L-glutamine for your tummy, helps fortify your gut, anything going on with it. I always drink a ton of water first thing in the morning along with this gut supplement. I'm supposed to take it on an empty stomach, so this has helped to like keep me regular and also helps like make stomach issues less worse than they could be. So and we got our kitty cat Zeppelin. Good morning, Zep. Okay. A few more chugs of water. So good. I don't drink coffee or eat before I practice in the morning. I like to practice on an empty stomach, but again, drink a lot of water because that's what your body needs the most. Okay. So, like I said, this will be just kind of partly guided, partly my own thing, since I'm kind of figuring out what I need in the moment. So this also might help you to deepen your yoga practice, kind of seeing what I do. So I just like to warm up my body a little bit before I start anything. That's kind of a Vata trait, which is a very airy, flighty trait, and I'm super Vata Pitta. So before I meditate even, I have to move my body. And I just like to feel into what's going on, like what is my body craving. There's no like right way really to stretch as long as it feels good. Although you can move too fast, so it's important to move slowly with the breath, mindfully. Really feeling into what the body needs and not what the brain wants. I'm gonna lay back now. I typically like to warm up my legs on my back before doing any standing stuff, because if your hamstrings are just super tight, then standing could be a little bit intense. So I just like to be really gentle. Especially, I had a crazy leg workout on my yoga trapeze yesterday, so my legs are super tight, especially this left one. But I'm just like kind of pedaling into the strap as though I would like down dog. Working to break up the fascia. I'm just moving to one leg. And again, I really like to focus on fascia. Maybe I can do like a dedicated video as to what fascia is, why we need to break it up. But in order to break fascia up, you can't just simply pull on it like you would a normal stretch. It's this like gooey fabric that interlocks and disconnects, and then if it gets like a knot, it'll harden. So we want to break it up, and it goes all sorts of directions. It's not like your muscles. So we have to move in all sorts of directions to kind of help break it up. And again, my left leg is tighter than my right side, so I will spend a lot of extra time on my left side and try to go deeper on my left side than I would my right. Can even add little side body stretches with your legs. Side body stretches with your leg stretches. So again, just doing whatever feels good for your body. If your right leg is tighter than your left leg, then work with that. You can use whatever I'm doing as inspiration, but I highly recommend you listen to what your body's needing. Even if you've never done it before, or it doesn't sound like it's a real pose, or it's going to look like a real pose, just go and do it. Moving nice and slow and mindfully so as not to like hurt anything. Explore your body. That's what yoga is about. It's about connecting with your body, not just listening to some instructor who doesn't live in your body. At the end of the day, I don't know exactly what you're needing or the anatomy of your body, and there might be a different way you need it. I'm going to switch my feet now. Does anyone else yawn a lot in the morning when they practice yoga? Because I do, like a lot. I think it's just my body releasing all the stagnant energy from sleeping, staying still. So again, this leg, I'm not going to go as far as do as much with it. So I'm going to take it over to that side body stretch now. We had to bring our plant inside because it's 20 miles an hour wind right now. Wind where we are. What's the weather like for you? I cannot wait for this wind to die down, nor can my succulent. So I'm just breathing into my side body. My long leg is moved over to the opposite edge of the mat, and I'm reaching with my opposite arm to the strap that's holding the foot, which makes a nice stretch in the ribs and in the waist, the shoulder. I just like to pause in my Savasana from time to time, check in with the energetic changes that are happening. How's my breath? The state of my mind? I think fetal position is like a really underrated yoga pose. The fact that we only do it for like a second on our way to sitting up at the end of our practice typically is kind of crazy. I think, especially when resting your head on your arm, this helps to access all of your pressure points and the energy meridians along the side of your body. I want to say it's the like one of the lines would be your gallbladder. So I just like to lay here for a minute. I like to feel into the duality of this pose, like the light, airy weightlessness of the side that's not touching the earth compared to the heavy, warm side that is resting on the earth. Can you feel into the midline where the warm and heavy meets the light and airy? I'm going to slowly turn this into a twist. Always rest your head wherever it feels comfortable for you. You don't want to strain your neck at all. You can even add props like pillows, especially like a little tiny pillow for your head. Meow. Do some arm stretches, switching over to my tummy. I'm gonna cross my arms in front of my body, keeping the elbows in line with like my chest. Lower down. it's too much to have both, you can always take one arm straight. Just breathing and feeling into your body. Give up the need for direction, instruction. Go with the flow of what feels right. And then I'm going to transition into a fetal position on the other side now. And again, just allowing myself a minute to rest here. This is turning into a little bit more of a yin flow. It's important to listen to what your body needs and not just push it. And notice if laying on your left side feels different than laying on your right side. Does it affect your stomach at all? Every time I think I'm ready to come out of the pose, I sit for just a couple breaths longer, just in case it's a reaction from my mind, maybe wanting to avoid something, because generally the healing happens or the release happens right after that. So if you can resist the urge to spring from whatever pose you're in and just hold it for a few more breaths, as long as you're not in pain, see what you discover. Then when you're ready, you can really deepen your breath. Again, I'm going to turn this into a twist. So bringing my right shoulder forward, left shoulder comes down. Oh, and the kitty is sleeping. He's so precious. Do you guys have any pets? Do they do yoga with you? He's so good. Be like sleeping kitty. I also try to really let go of my muscles and my bones in this pose, or in any poses like with yin. So instead of holding my left knee down to my right knee, just let it go, let your body shift and adjust so you can really relax into everything. Breathe to wherever you feel tension. Try and expand that area with oxygen. Carry that tension out. And then when you're ready, you can roll onto your belly, stretch your arms. Again, you can keep one arm straight or even as like a pillow for your forehead, or reach both across. So try and remember which arm you did on top last time and switch the arms. Only when you're ready to come out of things, you can come out. I'm just going to move into like a little gentle Sphinx Pose. Not doing a whole lot, but still just kind of being mindful of my shoulders moving down my back and my neck lengthening out, but not super activating any muscles here. Cute. It's cute, cute. It's so good. So good. Tell me that's not the cutest cat you've ever seen. Oh, he's so good. Ah, he's so best. Okay, let's slowly start to take my hips back. Bring my knees forward a little bit, come into a bit of a child's pose. I'm gonna hug something. Get a couple pillows. If your body's calling for support, support it. There's no reason to not. Even if you're doing super active versions of what I'm doing, that's great. Just using this as inspiration and following with what your body needs. Just always remember to breathe into your body, relax it. If you want, you can come out of your child's pose. If you are already, good for you for listening to your body and your body's needs. Or if you're staying behind, good for you, you're listening to your body's needs. Or if you're following along and you're listening to your body, that's great. I'm going to put on to my bottom. I have this little like Pokeball. It's got all these like spikes on it. If you have like a massage gun or a tennis ball, that works too, but I like the little spikes on this because then it really gets into the pressure points. So I'll just use this on the bottom of my feet, and this helps to like wake up the body, since you can pretty much, every part of the body connects through the feet and those energy meridians. And try to grip the ball with my toes. Yes. Feels really good. And then I'm still healing my big toe and my second toe on my left foot, so I'm going to focus more on the outer edge here. I'm overcompensating and walking on my arch. This is not fun, doesn't feel good. Ooh. Thank your feet, love your feet. Our feet literally are so responsible for like everything in our bodies. Balancing, walking, bending. Carrying us through life. I used to hate feet. I used to hate them. Like, I know it's a strong word, but I literally used to find feet disgusting until I started yoga, and I learned that feet talk. Feet talk to each other too. Like if there's a group of people with their shoes off, the way their feet kind of move and direct at each other while the people are in conversation is really cool to watch. Okay. So now I'm going to sit up. I like to do a little balancing breath. I'm like blanking on the name right now. I know it, but it's not coming to me. For these more lower energy days, helps to just kind of balance out the whole system. So, I'm just gonna move around just a little bit more. My vata just needs to like move, so yin yoga is a bit of a challenge for me to stay still for so long. Okay, so I'm totally blanking like on the name of this breath pose. It's like it's breath work. It's so easy to remember too, but I'm not thinking of it. So I do know Vishnu Mudra. So my thumb is out, my two first fingers are down, and then my ring and my pinky are up from my left hand. Right hand stays in what's called a chin mudra, or your spirit mudra. That's going to rest on my knee. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to take a nice deep regular breath in and out, and then I'm going to plug my right nostril, inhale through my left nostril for a count of 8. I'm going to, for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8, through the right nose, inhale through 4, through the right nose, hold for 4, exhale 8, through the left nostril, and it's going to kind of repeat like that, inhaling back through the left nostril again. So I'm going to take my first little regular breath here. Oh, I need a yawn. Plugging my right nostril. I'm going to do this a couple more times, but I haven't had my coffee yet and still a bit sleepy. I said the counts wrong. You inhale for 4, hold for 8, exhale for 8, inhale for 4, hold for 8, exhale for 8. There you go. I'm going to do 3 rounds of this, okay? And sorry for the nose sounds. This really like clears everything out of your nose. So does Kapalabhati. It's pretty funny. Okay. So again, starting with my left nostril free, inhaling for 4. Last round. And then release the hands and allow natural breathing to return. And just pause for a moment here. Noticing the state of your breath and your mind. Beautiful. So I'm going to finish with a little legs up the wall pose and then do what's called a kirtan kriya. So that's like a singing kind of meditation thing. I guess I'll just use my sliding glass door as a wall. I'm going to slide my mat all the way up to it. Place a pillow right up against the wall for me to sit on. I'll have another one available for my head if I need it, or sometimes I like to put it underneath my back, like to create a little mini back bend. To get into this, I sit on the edge of the pillow, all the way against the wall sideways, and then as I lay back, I twist to take my hips and my feet to the wall. You might need to kind of push into the ground to get your hips all the way flush. And so the whole point is to like let go of your legs here. Shouldn't really be using your muscles. Or getting comfortable. And then, so this is me with my legs extended and using my muscles. And then a little bend in the knees. Feel the little bit of the flesh behind the heel kind of gripped to the wall. And just staying here, breathing. Yeah, hold here for several rounds of breath because we want the blood to trickle down from our feet and move into our torso and our head. So I typically hang out here until I feel my feet start to tingle. If you're already feeling a tingle, maybe just hold for like 5 more breaths. And then you can slowly bring your feet together, knees wide, and lower your feet to your hips if you need to. And the sun feels good on the back of my legs. Always bringing my mind back to my breath in case it ever wanders. Starting to get the hint of a tingle in the tips of my toes. Feel everything settling, shifting down. I'm going to slowly start to take my feet together, bringing the knees out for a little supported wall Badakanasana. Butterfly pose. Nothing over strenuous. I'm not trying to go for full stretch. Slow. So soft. You guys like cats? I feel like people who might not like cats might not have had like good experiences with cats, and they're just a little bit misunderstood because they're not dogs and the energy's different. Unless you're like allergic to cats, that makes sense. It's like, stop. So soft. I'm going to take my arms overhead now. Oh, a little stretch. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest. And then if you're ready, you can rock out of this. Kiss a kitty. So now I'm going to do my kirtan kriya. And I typically like to face the sun when I do that, but I love you guys, so I'm going to face you. This is a like brain rewiring kriya kind of meditation, and it breaks down kind of like the original sounds of the universe. Sat Nam, like I am, and we do like a mudra for each word, so we sing it. So it's Sa, Da, Na, Ma. So every time we say Sa, we bring our first finger and our thumb together. Da is middle finger and thumb. Na is ring finger and thumb. And then Ma is pinky and thumb. We'll do that for both hands. So the first one we're singing out loud. Then we go to whisper. Then we say it in our heads. Then back to whisper. Then back to singing. So typically I like to follow like a song when I do this, but since it's just us, I will do the singing out loud for 5, whispering for 5, then it's in our head for 10, back to whispering for 5, back to singing for 5. And then at the end, we just kind of pause and be in this moment. So as we're doing this, you also want to imagine a golden light coming from your crown chakra down to your third eye and out. So it's just every time you say a new word or take a breath, just imagine that light. And it's okay if you get distracted, just like come back to that imagery, come back to like what we're doing. So we'll start to get ready with our hands. And then also, yes, I like to put a hood on or something because this energy does get kind of crazy up in the head. I feel like pressure and stuff in my like third eye area. It's pretty wild. So the girl that taught me this, she said she likes to contain the energy to prevent headaches, and I've just done it from there on. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to inhale and start. Sadanama, 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 then whisper. And then silent in your head. Then back to whisper. Sa, da, na, na, sa, da, na, na, sa, da, na, na, sa, da, na, na, sa. And back to singing. Sa da na ma, sa da na ma, sa da na ma, sa da na ma, sa da na ma. And leave your hands in chin mudra, just resting for a moment. I like to imagine I'm sitting on a hill. It's a bright, beautiful day, and I'm living with my loved ones. And then we all start to run into the day, because nothing but good things and happiness are coming our way. Picture everything working out. Picture all the love. So then I like to close that out with a long Sat Nam. So we'll rub our hands together. And then take a deep inhale to Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Well, thank you guys so much for joining along. I'm gonna check the comments right now. My tummy feels better. I feel better. I hope you feel better. Let's check out what the peeps are saying now. Let's see. Live chats. Okay. Hi, Isabel again. Hello, Amit. Let me see if I can spin this around. See, Mom? Nice. There we go. Hey, Isabel. Hi, Amit. Hey, SB. Thank you so much for saying that you liked it. Good sis, great work. I love it. Awesome, guys. Well, I hope you have an amazing day today. The sun's coming out, but the wind's still kicking. I think I'm having a more restful day today, working on projects and whatnot. So I love you so much. Be sure to leave your requests, comments, anything. Send your love. Have a beautiful day.